Praise Jesus. God bless you for being part of our discussion. I've been looking at, Bible said all scriptures are written for us as examples. So I'll be looking at leadership using the life of an eagle as an example. How can I make impact in life? As a businessman, why some of us were in university, some people we can't remember their name. If you're listening to me right now, you went to there are some people you were in university together, you can't even remember their name. You can't, even if they tell you their names, you can't remember their faces. What happened? But there are some people you've not seen them. I left school about 30-something years ago. There are still people I still remember. There are people that went to secondary school together. There's a young man called Shokpeju. I've not seen him in almost 40 years. I still remember him. He left serious impact upon my life. And so, how can I leave impact? How can I be a blessing in this coming dispensation? I just have a few things looking at the life of an eagle to share with you. If you look at the book of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31, Isaiah 40:31 says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." I pray for somebody listening to me that the eyes of your understanding will be enlightened. God will open your ears, open your heart, and make you what He wants you to be. God Himself will minister the word into your heart. I'm looking at about 6 principles here that we can learn from the life of an eagle. The first thing is that eagles fly alone and at high altitudes. They fly alone. You cannot see 2 eagles flying together. One of your problems in life is you are too common. You have too many friends. You have followers. 1 million followers. And it gives you pleasure. But no, that does not make you a man or woman of impact. You must learn to walk alone. You must learn to plan alone and then spread. Praise the name of the Lord. So you must fly at high altitudes. You must ensure that you are not crawling at any point in time. Praise the name of the Lord. So you must stay away from narrow-minded people. People with limited bigotry. People that are tribal. People that are even religious bigots. They can't tolerate any other set of people. You must avoid narrow-minded people. Those that bring you down. Michelle Obama said that when they come down, they will go up. Let people don't have understanding, but you must make sure that your heart, your mind is much more wide, enlarged than other people. So keep good company. Who is your friend? Praise the name of the Lord. The second thing is that eagles have an accurate vision. They can see very far. They are not like me with my goggles. Even with my goggles, there's still there's shortness to what I can see. They have the ability to focus on something as far as 5 kilometers away. Good vision. Do you have a vision for this year? Do you have a vision for your family? Do you have a vision for anything? No matter the obstacles, the eagle will not move his focus from the prey until he grabs it. Sometimes when you look at the flight pattern of the eagle, once he sights an object from 5 kilometers away and he zooms in on it and it begins to come down. Sometimes they pick fish from the river. I've seen one, they picked the fish. The fish was so heavy. that for a while he was wavering to fly, but ultimately he carried the fish. You must be focused. You must have a vision and remain focused no matter what the obstacles, and you will succeed. Praise the name of the Lord. Don't let anything, Apostle Paul said, I press on towards the ultimate call. Why was I saved? Why am I a businessman? Any businessman who does not have passion for his business will be distracted by other things. So, like an eagle, you must be focused. And you must lead every man, every woman with a focus. Praise the name of the Lord. Eagles do not eat dead things. They feed only on fresh prey. Eagles don't eat dead meat. Just like the lion, leopard. It's only the hyenas that feed on dead things. And that's why they stink. They are like the devil. They don't feed. You should not rely on your past successes. Successes of yesterday is gone. You must keep looking for new frontiers to cover. You must keep on looking for enlarged places to go. You must leave your past where it belongs, in the past. Your failures in the past, they are in the past. If up till this morning you have been failing, that's your past from now on. Be focused. I love the scripture that says that my enemy do not rejoice over me. Said if I fall, I don't need to count it. I understand that the man that made the light bulb, he went 10,000 times before he was able to get it right. And they asked him, they said, how many times did we heard that you failed? He said, no, I learned that it was not the way to do it again. I didn't fail 10,000 times. I learned 10,000 times not to get electricity. Praise the name of the Lord. So your past failures were ways that you should not repeat. If you have been divorced before, you know it's not right. But it tells you, what did I do that made my wife to leave me? What did I do that made my husband to leave me? So you learn to give up the past and look for opportunities and frontiers ahead. Praise the name of the Lord. Eagles love the storm. When clouds gather, the eagles get excited. The eagle uses the storms, the wind, to lift itself higher. Once it finds the wind of the storm, the eagle uses that raging storm to lift itself above the clouds. This gives the eagle an opportunity to glide and rest its wings. In the meantime, all the other birds hide in the branches and leaves of the tree. The Bible in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, I think to 18, he said, this present affliction, this present pain, this present shame that we are going through is working out a greater glory in us. Every pain you go through, every challenge, you must face them head on. You must know that this will make you emerge stronger and better than you were. We can use the storms of life to rise to greater heights. Achievers are not afraid to rise to greater heights. Achievers are not afraid for challenges. Rather, they relish them and use them profitably. You must not be afraid to leave the comfort zone of where you are working. You must not be afraid to start a new venture. You must not be afraid to ask that brother. You must not be afraid to start that new venture. I read somewhere where what's his name? Otedola was saying that in his lifetime he became bankrupt. Few years back he was bankrupt. He even reported, he mentioned how a friend took advantage of his bankruptcy. But today the story has changed. Your challenges are to make you better, not to make you bitter. I repeat, don't get bitter because of your failure. Somebody left me. Your life is like a building. That building, there is a time you need scaffolding on it. And when that scaffolding has finished its duty, you remove the scaffolding. There is a time that scaffolding is an aberration on a building. And there are times that without the scaffolding, you cannot be built. So your life is like, there are people that are scaffolding in your life. There is a time that you need them to build up. And once they finish their duty, you let them go. And I want to quickly close with this. Eagles prepare for training. They remove the feathers and soft grass in their nest so that the young ones can get uncomfortable in preparation for flying, and eventually flies when it becomes unbearable to stay in the nest. Leave your comfort zone, beloved. There is no growth in the comfort zone. You need to get out. And finally, when the eagle grows old, his feathers becomes weak and cannot take him as fast, as high as he should. This makes him weak and could make him die. So he retires to a place far away in the mountains. While there, he plucks out the weak feathers on his body and breaks the feather. Meaning is this, beloved, we occasionally need to shed off old habits. The book of Hebrews says we should let go of the weights, the sins that easily beset us. There comes a time, the habits that has kept you down, you need to let them go. You need to know, this is why my axe head fell, and I need a new one to get going. I pray that we all be eagles from today, in Jesus' name.